Hey guys, how we doing today? Thank you for joining me on my channel. So today I'm actually, well, before I get started, let me just say, I don't know if the you who saw me, saw my video I should say, when I purchased this kit, but I wanted to say, not really worth it. It's very cheap, so if you really needed something desperately to start off with, you could probably get away with it, but the lighting that comes with it is not that great. The remote that comes with it doesn't even work half the time. It's just not, it's not that great, guys, just so y'all know. But, so today I am going to do a color your own hair video. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. However, before we get started, I got a package. Actually a shout out to Bonnie Santos. She had sent me a package. Basically she said to help me out with my YouTube channel. So we're gonna see what it is. I have the box right here, guys. Let's see what she sent me. Exciting! What is this? Oh, another box. Alright, guys. So literally, this is what the box is. Let's see what's inside. Oh, look, guys! It's an LED light kit. Awesome. So I wonder, I should try it now. I might have to reset up my little video setup here and try this light out. Oh, yeah. Oh, guys, it's so nice. It comes with a tripod and everything. Awesome. Thank you, Bonnie Santos. I really, really appreciate it. I wish I could see you and give you a big, huge hug. Miss you, girl. Anyways, guys, I think I'm going to actually set this up really quick and see how this works. And then we will continue on with my hair color video. Alright, guys, be back. Hey guys, I'm back. I ended up putting together the little tripod and everything that I got from Bonnie. So I'm using that now, which I actually like it. It's really cool. You can actually change the mode too. Let's see. It's this one. Okay, there we go. So there's like a blue, that's like sunlight. I think I like the warmer one. It gives me a little bit of more tone to my complexion. What do you guys think? You let me know, okay? Leave a comment, let me know. Do you guys like, there's the blue, that's sunlight, and then that's as a little warmth. I personally think I'm going to keep it on the warmth one for now. So anyways, guys, I wanted to also share with you. So this is the one she got me, which actually is pretty cool. It has the tall tripod, but it also has a desk one, like a small one that you can put on the desk. So that was pretty cool. It actually has a selfie stick as well. Came with a remote and then the ring light, guys. Sorry, my camera for some reason just stopped recording all of a sudden. I'm not sure why. So anyway, we're going to continue on and we're going to go ahead and get into the actual coloring our own hair portion of this video. So let's go ahead and get started for that, guys. Alright, so okay, so first of all, when you're gonna, obviously my hair, I've already parted it down the middle all the way down and I have it separated into sides. That's just personally how I like to do it. Some people do more sections than that. personally, when I'm coloring my own hair, I don't. This is what I do here. So you're going to also remember that you're going to need a color bowl and a color brush. Then of course you're going to need your designated or desired color that you would like. So I am going with the Color Insider by Matrix, and it is a 6. You guys see that? I don't know if you can actually see it, if it's too... It's a 6 RV plus. And that's what I do on for my red hair here, guys. So you'll need your color, you'll need some clips, at least 2 of them. For those of you who also color your eyebrows, which I do, and I will be doing that as well so you guys can see, you might want to grab some Q-tips. They kind of come in handy when it comes to the eyebrow area. So some Q-tips. I have a comb just in case, so that when I pull my hair down I can always comb it out to make sure. I'm wearing an old shirt. It's a workout shirt that I wear. I also color my hair in it sometimes. So it's just an old shirt I don't care about. However, of course, that you can just get a cape if you wanted to make sure to protect your clothing and you're wearing something that you did not want to get dirty. I'm not going to be using the cape today, guys, because like I said, this shirt's old. I also have a towel handy just in case you have any messes or mistakes and you need to fix them. Then you always have the towel. Sorry, guys. There we go. Okay. So, towel. Alright. So, we're going to go ahead and get started here, guys. And then I will be going to... Oh, another thing. If you choose, I'm not going to be doing it today because I've been doing this so long I don't worry about my forehead or anything like that. But you can actually use Vaseline. I don't have any with me because I don't use it. But you can take some Vaseline and you can put it right along on your skin here, right along your hairline. Try not to get it too much on the hair if possible. You can also get a barrier cream. They do sell them, and that would work too. But if you put it along your hairline all the way around, that can actually prevent you from staining the skin as well. So you can do that as an option. So there's that. Again, I'm not going to do it. I've colored my hair so many times, guys. Again, for those of you who don't know, I was in the beauty industry for over 20 years. So I have done this many, many times. Alright, guys, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, guys, I'm back. Hi! I am just did a different angle here so you can kind of see what I'm doing. I have my color bowl here. I'm going to be using my color now, so we're going to open that up. So with these, you're going to flip the cap around and puncture the tube. Stick it in there. You can see there's like a little pointy thing in there. Now it has some color on it from puncturing the tube. You just stick it in there and it punctures the tube. For anyone who did not know that, that's how you can open it. And then on the side, let's see here, guys. You may not be able to tell because it's really small print. So I don't know if you guys can actually see it, but on the side here, it has how many ounces of color. So, you know, I'm gonna need my glasses, my spectacles. Giving you an educated woman. So anyways, yes, on the side here it does tell you, and these tubes are 2-ounce tubes. So if you're doing your whole head, you may actually need the whole tube, depending on the length of your hair, the density of your hair. You may even need more than one tube. I'm still here, guys. But for me, I'm just doing my roots, so I really don't even need a whole tube. I'm probably going to use about half the tube. So go ahead and put that in there, guys. You can actually purchase a color key, which slides onto the end of the color here, and then you twist it, and it makes sure that all the color comes out. I obviously am not doing that today, so I want to make sure we get about half the tube in there for me. That should be enough for me. Okay. So, and then you want to use a developer. I am using, you want to, any developer brand really will work. Most companies are going to tell you to use the developer that is made for Matrix, for instance. However, you can use any developer. It's still going to do the same job. So I'm using a 10 volume. 10 volume is for deposit only. So it's when you're depositing color, not trying to lift color. So if you're going darker, basically, you want to use a 10 volume. And again, that is only for deposit only. If your hair, my hair is really light, guys. As you can see, it's really light. I do have some gray coverage. Some people want to use 20 volume when it comes to gray coverage if you have really, really stubborn gray hair. I personally do not, so I use 10 volume. It works perfect for me, and I really like it a lot. If you needed to do some lift, that's when you would, so if your hair was a little darker and you needed to lift it up to get the true color, then you would want to use like a 20 volume, could possibly even go to a 30 volume, depending on how dark your hair is. But again, I'm only using a 10 volume. Normally, you would measure this, and you want it to be equal parts. So if you used 1 ounce of color, you want 1 ounce of developer as well, and you would mix that together. I have done my own hair again for so long that I kind of have gotten really good at eyeballing it. So, have the color, the developer. Another thing that, for me, because I have done it for so long, is I'll put a little developer in and kind of see where I'm at, and then I kind of check the consistency of the color. If the consistency of the color is too runny, well then obviously I put in too much developer. So you want to just mix it really good, guys. As you can see, I'm doing red, but this is what it looks like until it oxidizes. Oxidizing means that once the air hits with the chemical process of the developer and the color, and it's on your head, and oxygen starts to cause it to react, it will then start to change color, and that's when you start to get the color on your hair, too. So, my consistency isn't too bad. I wouldn't start off, for me, because I've done it for so long. Again, I can get away with a little bit of a runnier product. You might want to start off with a little bit of a thicker product if it's your first time doing it. And that is only, honestly, that's for control. You want to make sure you have plenty of control. I think I'm actually going to add just a little tad bit more color to mine. There we go. You don't want it too watered down. Well, if you measure, like I told you guys, it's equal parts. So again, if you're using 1 ounce of color, you use 1 ounce of developer. 1.5 ounces of color, then you use 1.5 ounces of developer, and so on. So you just want to make sure you mix it really well in there. Some people use the little whisk that you can purchase to mix color, and you can whisk those. Those work really well. I am old-fashioned. I just use the color brush. Been doing hair color for a long time, guys. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get started with the application process. Okay guys, so here we are, we're going to get started. So what I normally do is I take down one side of my hair. Again, I would use the big comb I told you to comes in handy and kind of just comb through it just to make sure you don't have any snags. Then what I like to do, I want to make sure, I only had one glove, it's an old glove, as you can see I've used it before with color, but unfortunately it's the only one I had. I did not realize that, otherwise I would have purchased them. But it's still going to work. I'm only going to put the glove on my hand that is not going to be touching the brush, just to kind of help out. I can use that hand if I need to touch the color, and if you have 2 gloves, I would suggest using 2 just so you don't make a mess of yourself. I probably, again, I've been doing it a long time, so I probably will be fine with 1 glove, but. Alright guys, so what I normally do first is I start, on the root area in the front here. I go all the way back, and you can just feel it with your fingers. All right, then I like to grab this and pull it up like this so that I could do the front hairline. And again, you want to get as close to that hairline as possible so that you're not getting color all over you. And you know, honestly, you could go back a little further, which I tend to do, which you'll see as I get further into the process. And then I do the back. Right along the hairline. You can feel exactly where it's at. And I just do that hairline, do the side, and do all the way down the back. Again, guys, if you're doing like a root touch-up, you can go a little further down. Well, even if you're doing your whole head, you can go a little further down. But if you want to go a little further down too, all that's going to do is give you like a more darker root and a little bit of this section. Almost kind of give you a little bit of an ombre effect. For me, I'm not going to be pulling the color all the way through because as you can see, I have blonde towards the ends. So I want to keep that. I want to keep the ombre that I have going on. Which maybe one day I will show you guys how I do my own ombre. You're not going to believe it. But it works. You get lots of compliments on it. So then you guys want a section. So I just stick the comb in. Okay guys, sorry, but my dang camera for some reason keeps just stopping on me. I'm not even sure why. So anyways, like I was kind of where we left off is you're gonna take the comb, the end of the brush, and you're going to stick it in there, pull this hair over, this hair down, start touching up them roots again. Now remember, if you are doing your whole head, if you have colored your hair before, you do not want to put the color over your whole head. If you do, and you continue to do it over and over and over and over and over and over, you get buildup on the hair. Not to mention that the color can possibly continue to get darker. So you really want to just focus on the roots. And if your hair is a little faded and you need a retouch or a touch-up, like a refresher for that, then you're just going to wait until the very last, like 10 minutes of color time, and you will pull it through all the way to the ends. And that will freshen it all up without it getting too dark over time. So as you can see, I'm just separating the hair, guys, again, going all the way back to my part in the back. You kind of have to do this by feels. Your first time, you may have a little bit of a mess to it, getting used to it. Again, I've been doing it for so long. So all the way back to that part and go up there, all the way back to that part. And then you're just going to continue to do that, guys. Taking section by section. You don't want to take too big of a section because you want to make sure that you're getting good saturation on the area that you're coloring. So you don't want to you want to make sure again, the sections are not too all right, and then once you finish one section, you can bring the hair back over. All right, guys, sorry, I'm looking in my mirror too. So, bring the hair back over, and it could just lay there. Again, if you wanted to kind of spruce up the color a little, you'll just wait till you have about 10 minutes left, and then you would pull it through. Now for color timing, just so you know, guys, I'm going to let you know now, you want to do, the good thing is, so if you're using a 10 volume developer, you add 10 to that, and that's how long. So 10 and 10 is 20. You would process it for at least 20 minutes. Honestly, I like to process mine a little bit longer, but usually I do about a half hour. Sometimes, honestly, I'm not going to lie, I've thrown the color on and gone about cleaning. So like an hour later, I'll take it off. It's fine. It's not going to hurt you. It may come out a little darker if you leave it on that long, but other than that, it's fine. But again, don't keep pulling it through every single time, guys. That's not good for your hair if you're continuing to color your hair at home. You don't want to always pull it through every single time and leave it on and process. You can pull it through the last few minutes just to freshen up the color, but that's about it. And again, developer's a good way to tell for timing. You add the 10. So if you're using a 20 volume, you would do it for 30 minutes. If you're using a 30 volume, you would do it for 40 minutes. So just keep that in mind, guys, okay? So I'm going to continue on with the process, and here we go. Okay, guys, I've kind of gone through my whole head now. What I do normally at the end here is I get to this part where I've done all my roots, and I go over this front hairline just to be safe. Most people's white hairs are going to be right in this area here, the temple area. Those are usually where people's white hairs come first. So I just want to make sure I go through and really touch up those areas to make sure they're done. Just like that, guys. And I just make sure that it's all really good. One thing you can do is you can get those little perm papers if you have really stubborn gray hairs. And once you've applied a nice saturated coat, you can take those little perm papers and just lie them and gently press them right along the hairline, and that actually will help for stubborn gray hairs. It's just a little trick that you can do. I used to use it in the salon all the time. And it does work, guys. It really does. So now I'm going to do my eyebrows. So again, this is the part where I say you might want a Q-tip. That can come in handy. I personally still use the brush. Some people just use Q-tips. I like to use the brush still. And I just go in. You want to make sure that the color is, one, not too rippy, because you don't want it to get in your eyes. That's not good. This is not. Just know, guys, this is harmful, can be harmful to your eyes, so you want to make sure you don't get it in your eyes. If you don't feel comfortable doing this, don't do it. But again, I've been doing it for so long that I do it every time. My hairs are so blonde and I like to be red, so if I don't do this, my eyebrows don't show up. And I mean, I can put makeup, of course, to make a match, which anyone who's seen my makeup videos know that I do that as well. but I do like to color them just to give it that nice base color. You just want to saturate the hairs really well. See, and this is where a towel can come in handy. Just to wipe off any excess anywhere. It helps, you know. All right, guys, so there I've saturated my brows. You can't really tell, I don't think, in there, but as they get darker, you'll see, because they'll oxidize just like the rest of the hair. Okay, so at this point, I've done my eyebrows. I've gone through and done my whole head as far as my roots are considered. So I'm pretty much done at this point. It's really just a point of process time. So we're just going to let it process. Again, I'm going to let mine process for about 30 minutes. And then we will see how it looks, guys. You can start to see the eyebrows are starting to darken up now from the oxidization. Oxidizing. Anyway, so anyways, guys, I'm going to go ahead and let this process. And then I will come back afterwards and show you the results. Again, just so you guys know, when you wash your hair, you want to, of course, use a color-safe shampoo, preferably something that's professional lined. It will just help the color last so much longer. Promise, guys, I'm not just saying that to get you to buy it. It will work. So you want to wash your hair, of course. But with my eyebrows, what I tend to do before I get in the shower to wash my hair is I get a towel. So make sure it's a towel that you don't care if it gets messed up. I usually use all the same towels when I do my color. And I wet the towel, and that's how I scrub off my, or not scrub, but take off my eyebrow color is with a wet towel. And I take it off really good and make sure that it's really good before I shower. And that's just extra precautions so I don't get any in my eyes. So that's for control. A towel is a good way to take off the color off your eyebrows, guys. And then you can wash your hair just like normal. And just make sure you're using a color-safe shampoo and conditioner. All right, guys, we're going to let this process, and then we'll be back. All right. Hi, guys. How you doing? I hope you enjoyed the video on some tips on coloring your own hair. So you see mine's done. I still have an ombre. So next time I make a color video, I will show you guys how to do an ombre at home. It's actually pretty simple. But anywho, I really appreciate you guys watching. I really enjoy making these videos for you. Please like and subscribe. And I will catch you guys on the flip side. Thanks, guys. Have a wonderful day. Bye.